Good morning, grade 1 pupil! So I am Teacher Jovan and I will be your teacher in this morning. So before we start our new lesson this morning, kindly stand up for our opening prayer and to be led by Nable.
Please bow your heads and let us pray. Angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom God's love commits me here. Ever this day be at my side, to light and guard, to rule and guide. Amen.
Amen. So student, remain standing because we're going to dance of our Energizer.
Shake 'em, shake 'em, just like this. Shake 'em, shake 'em, just like this. Shake 'em, shake 'em, just like this. And roll your hands. Wiggle them, just like this. Wiggle them, just like this. Wiggle them, just like this. And roll your hands. Clap them, just like this. Clap them, just like this. Clap them, just like this. And roll your hands. I like to move. I like to move. So come on, shake 'em, just like this. Wiggle them, just like this. Clap them, just like this. And roll your hands.
Okay, very good. Before you take your seat, kindly pick up some pieces garbage under your chair. And if you are done, arrange your chair properly. So good morning once again, children. Hey, how are you in this morning? Did you eat your breakfast? Okay, it is important to eat your breakfast to have energy to participate on our activity in this morning. So, if I call your name, say present. Okay? Did you understand, children? So, Albo. Okay. Indino. Okay. Nable. Okay. Since no one is absent in this morning, let's give ourselves a lang clap. Did you know how to do it, class? So, teacher will do it first and you will follow after me. Okay? So, lang lakap, it goes like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good man na si lang oy. Okay, we'll do it together. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good man na si lang oy. Okay, very good. Okay, class. If you have the rolls in your house, we have also rolls in our classroom. All boys kindly read the classroom number 1. So, classroom number 1 is listen attentively. So, the second one, all girls read together. Engage respectfully. So, the third one, all together, girls and boys. Always follow instructions. And the fourth one, all together, raise your hand if you want to speak or before you speak. In the last one, girls, all together, nurture a positive attitude. Those are the rules that we need to obey in order for us to have a peaceful flow of discussion in this morning. Okay, did you understand, class? Okay, very good. Do you have an assignment yesterday? If you have, kindly pass it in front and we will check it later. So who can still remember our last lesson yesterday? Okay, Nable. Very good. Our last topic yesterday is all about verb. So who can identify or what is the meaning of verb? What is verb? Okay, Remigio. Okay, very good. Remigio says that verb is an action word. Very good. Let's give them a lang clap again. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good man ang silang lang. Oy, very good. So now, who can give me the example of action word? Okay, Indino. Indino says that running. Okay, very good. Who else? What else? Walking. Yes, very good. What else? Yes, jumping. All your answers are correct. So let's give a lang clap again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good mo na silang lang, oy. So now, class, do you want an activity? Did you know the picture? What is this? What is all about? Okay, no, I will explain it. Class, do you wash your hand properly and regularly? Do you know how the step on how to wash properly? Now, let us arrange the following picture in the right order. Kindly raise your hand if you want to answer and choose the right order of the picture. Okay, are you ready, class? I need a volunteer to come here in front to answer this activity. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. Okay, are you done, class? So that we can check all your activity. So since you are done, let's check your activity. Okay, all your answers are correct. So, who can guess our new topic in this morning? So, Albo. Okay. Albo says sequencing event. What else? Any answer? Okay, Noble. Okay. Noble. Yes, very good. Okay, Remigio. Okay, very good. All your answers are correct. It's all about sequencing event in the story. Now, class, before I discuss the new lesson, kindly read first our objectives. So, objective number was, girls all read together. So, at the end of the lesson, the student should be able to, number 1, identify the basic sequence of events in the story. So, the second one, demonstrate the basic sequencing of event in the story. And the last one, apply the moral lesson of the story. So now, our new lesson is sequencing event in the story. So Albo, kindly read the sequence of events. What is sequence of events?
Sequencing event is putting things in order from first to last because every situation or story has its beginning, in, and end. It helps you get an idea of order in time so you can sequence event by knowing the details using your personal experience and understanding the message.
So very good, Albo. Sequence an event is have the first, middle, and end. So, unang pangyayari, pangalawa, at panghuli. So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng sequencing an event. So, yung pagkasunod-sunod ng pangyayari will identify what it is. Okay, did you understand, class? What is sequencing events? Yes, again, Albo. Sequencing events, it is have a beginning, middle, and end. Yung unang pangyayari at yung middle, yung sa gitna, at saka yung panghuling importante ng pangyayari. Yun ang sequencing of event. So, upang lubos nating malaman kung ano ang sequencing of events, but before that, I will show you some pictures and you will identify what it is. So, first picture, Albo, what is this? Yes, it's a Fivels. The second picture, Arcelia. Very good. It is a picture. And the third one, yes, Remigio. Okay, it is a water. And the fourth one, the last. Who else? Indino. Okay, Indino says that it is a crow. Very good. Now let's give them a lang clap. Okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very good mo na silang lang. Uy, okay, very good. So, all your answers are correct, children. So now, who can guess the title of our story in this morning? Okay, Arcelia. Yes, nice try. So, Elaine. Okay, it's all about the crow and the pitcher. So now, did you hear about this story? Okay, Nable. Okay, very good. It's all about the crow. Let's start reading the story. Okay? Please remember our classroom rules to have a peaceful flow of discussion.
So if I say aha aha, you will answer me ready na ready na. Is that clear, children? Very good.
But before we begin reading our story, there is some guided question. So the first, who is the main character of the story, so that you need to listen carefully so that you can answer my question later. So number 2, what happened in the story? The first, middle, and the end. And the third one question, was the crow able to drink the little water leaf in the pitcher? What did the crow do with the pebbles? Okay, later on, if you will listen carefully to me, you will answer that question. Okay, are you ready, children? So the title of our new lesson this morning is all about the crow and the pitcher. So now, one hot, dry day, a crow looked for water. And he found a pitcher of water. He tried to drink it, but the top was too narrow. So sa isang mainit na araw, ang crow ay naghahanap ng tubig. Tapos, nakakita siya ng tubig sa isang pitcher. Ngayon, he tried to drink it. So sinubukan niyang makakuha ng tubig sa pitcher. But, nahihirapan siya kasi, so now, he could not fit the big and the small opening. There was no way to drink the water. So, hindi siya makainom ng water. Kasi, hindi kasya nga ang kanyang big sa pitcher. And now, he turned one way and then the others. He moved. He was so thirsty. So, ang crow ay uhaw na uhaw. Kasi, nang dahil sa mainit na araw. Ngayon, he stopped and rested. Pinto siya at nagpahinga. Okay, did you understand, class? Okay, let's continue. Now, as he sat, he noticed a pile of pebbles. So, umupo siya, tapos, nakita niya ang maraming pebbles. So, what is pebbles? Yes, yung mga bato. Did you understand, class? Okay. So, he has a clever idea. So, ano kaya yun? Okay, let's discover. And then, using a large bait, so yung malaking sungo niya. Okay? Ginamit niya ang malaking mga sungo. Tapos, he pick up the small stone one at a time. So, pumulot siya ng stone or kumuha siya ng stone. Ginamit niya ang kanyang sungo. Okay? Tapos, he dropped each into the pitcher as they filled the jug. So, matalino si Crow. Kasi, nilagay niya sa pitcher ang mga pebbles para makainom ng tubig. Pagkatapos, the water began to rise. Did you understand, class? Okay, very good. Albo, did you understand? Okay. How about Remigio? Okay, very good. Later on, I will ask you. So, pagkatapos, the water will begin to rise. So, hot and tired. So, mainit at pagod ang crow. Okay. Now, he continue placing the tiny rock into the container. So, hindi talaga siya tumigil sa paglagay ng rock until he reached the water. So, the crow is a smart idea, right? Okay, let's continue. The water was close to the top. The clever crow drank and drank. So, yun na nga, nakainom na si crow because he has a clever idea. The end. Now, class, did you enjoy our story? Very good. Now, class, did you enjoy our story? Very good. So, let's answer some guided question. So, the first one, who is the main character of the story? So, Angin, okay, Miss Angin says that Mr. Crow. Okay, class, is that right? Okay, very good. Angin, let's give her a 5 million clap. So, 5 million clap, something goes like this. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. Congratulations! So now, question number 2. What happened in the story, the first, middle, in the end? So, sino makapagsasabi kung ano ang pangyayari sa una, sa gitna, at panghuli? So, magsisimula tayo sa una. Albo, ano yung unang pangyayari sa story or short story natin ngayon? Okay. Very good, Albo. She says that the first event of the story is the crow is thirsty and he looked for water and he found a pitcher of water. Okay, very good, Albo. In the middle, what is the important event of the middle? Okay, Elaine. So the crow have a clever idea. Very good, Elaine. Please, take your seats. Okay. Who have another idea? Mondoniedo. Okay, same as Elaine. Okay. May naisip na idea ang crow. Yun ay ang paggamit niya ng fevels para makainom ng tubig. So after that, so in the last one event, in the end, what happened to the crow? So the crow was able to drink the water of his clever idea. No? Is that right? Okay. The third question. Was the crow able to drink the little water he left in the pitcher? Yes, very good. He drank water because of his clever idea. Now, the fourth question. What did the crow do in the fevels? Okay, Mangaron, do you have an idea? Okay, very good. Mr. Crow drank the water because of his clever idea to pick a fevels, put into the pitcher so that the water will get dry. So, any question, class, regarding our topic and lesson this morning? Those are the sequence of events about the story of the crow and the fevels. So now, if you really understand our story or our topic this morning, let's have an activity. Are you ready? I will group you into three groups. This will be the group 1, this will be the group 2, and that will be the group 3. So, group 1, read your activity. Activity reading theater. Important details in the first event. second, and third event. So group 2, activity sequencing picture. So I will provide each picture and you will identify the first, middle, and the end of the event. So for the group 3, activity draw a color of a picture, crow, feathers, and water. So are you understand, children? So now let's read first the rubrics of the activity. Okay? Read together the correctness. All answers are correct. And the second one, cooperation, 10 points. All members are correct. Cooperation, 10 points if all members are actively participated. And then discipline, 10 points if all the member has a discipline. And the time frame, 10 points, it's submitted on time. Did you understand, children? Okay, very good. You may now start your activity. I will give you 3 minutes to do your activity. The time start. Are you done, children? Let's check if your answers are correct. So, please, group 1, present your output in front. Okay, very good. All your answers are correct. So, group 2, present your output. Okay, very good. They answered all correct. The group 3. Okay, group 3. They all answered are correct. So let's give them 5 million clap. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million, Congratulations! So now, let's give a score of group 1. They have correctness, okay, 10 points. They have a cooperation, okay, 10 points. They have a discipline, okay, 10 points. The time frame, okay, they got a perfect score of 40. How about the group 2? Let's give them the score. They have a correctness, yes, 10 points. Cooperation, yes, another 10. And then the discipline, okay, they have the discipline, 10 points. Then the time frame, okay, 10 points. And they got a perfect score of 40. And then the group 3, let's give them score. For the correctness, 10 points. Cooperation, they have a cooperations, 10 points. The discipline, yes, they have a discipline. And then the time frame, they passed on time, so they got 10 points. They have a total score of 40 points. So all the group get the perfect score. Now class, what is sequence of events? Let's remember the sequence of events is the order of events in the stories. Stories have the beginning, middle, and end. So how do you sequence the events of the story? Stories have the beginning, middle, and the end. Now class, let's have a quiz. So direction, read each question carefully and choose the correct answer. Now I will read twice the question and you choose the right answer. Question number 1. What did the crow do first? A. He saw some pebbles. B. He looked for a pitcher. C. He put his beak into the pitcher. And D. He dropped pebbles into the water. Again, what did the crow do first? A. He saw some pebbles. B. He looked for a pitcher. C. He put his beak into the pitcher. And D. He dropped pebbles into the water. Choose your answers. So let's proceed to number 2. What couldn't the crow drink the water at first? A. The water was too hot. B. The water level was too slow. C. The pitcher was too big. And D. The pitcher was empty. Why couldn't the crow drink the water at first? A. The water was too hot. B. The water level was too low. C. The pitcher was too big. And D. The pitcher was empty. Let's move on to number 3. So, what did the crow do after stop it through? A. He flew away. B. He asked for help. And C. He saw some pebbles. And D. He broke the pitcher. Again, what did the crow do after he stopped and thought? A. He flew away. B. He asked for help. And C. He saw some pebbles. And D. He broke the pitchers. Choose the correct answers. Let's proceed to number 4. Okay, question number 4. What happened when the crow dropped the pebbles into the pitcher? A. The water became dirty. B. The water went down. C. The water rose higher. And D. The pitcher broke. Again, what happened when the crow dropped the pebbles into the pitchers? A. The water became dirty. B. The water went down. C. The water rose higher. And D. The pitchers broke. Choose the correct answer. So now let's move on to question number 5. What was the last thing that happened in the story? A. The crow found the pitcher. And B. The crow thought of a plan. In C. The crow collected pebbles. And letter D. The crow was able to drink and save his life. Again, what the last thing that happened in that story? A. The crow found the pictures. B. The crow of a plant. C. A crow collected feathers. The crow was it. In letter D, the crows were able to drink and save his life. Now, class, are you done? Okay, let's check if your answers. Who got a perfect score? Almost all of you. Now, since you are already know our new topic or story, let's have our assignment. Please read your assignment. Task 1. Arrange this picture in the right order to make a story. 1, 2, 3. So, assignment 2, read the sentence below, arrange. I'm all student and goodbye. See you tomorrow morning.